Good morning, guys. I will be discuss to you social, ethical, and legal responsibilities in the use of technology, tools, and resources. Lesson 1, Digital Citizenship versus Global Citizenship. So, our lesson outcome is first, recognize the 5 tenets of global digital citizenship and 9 elements of digital citizenship. Second, compared and contrasted one rule as a citizen of a community and that of a digital world. Third, shared ways on how one can observe social, ethical, and legal responsibilities in the use of technology tools and resources. We are considered citizen of the community we live in, then as user of the internet, we can also call ourselves a citizen of the digital world where we live, learn, and work in an interconnected manner. Digital citizen is an idea that all persons using the internet have civic rights and responsibilities. It centers around safe, savvy, and ethical use of technology. Digital citizen versus global citizen, and it dives into the idea that much like we're citizens of physical communities, countries, cities, towns, we're also citizens of the digital world because of our constant interaction with the internet. Here's what the context is saying, rephrase, and explain in simple terms. How do you describe a good citizen? How do you describe a good digital citizen? Is there much difference between the two? Summing up, a global citizen sees the world as a community in which all people live and prosper together. She understands that her action contribute to the values of the entire planet, and she is concerned on how she participates and contributes to the entire world. A digital citizen, on the other hand, adheres to guidelines that convey the ethical and responsible use of technology and acts responsibly in all relationship and interaction in the digital world. When we mix these two together, it's the perfect recipe for the global digital citizen. A global digital citizen is a responsible, ethical citizen leverage technology to foster community on a global scale through connection and compassion. The global digital citizen understands that we can govern technology for the benefit of both ourselves and others. It is citizen that views the world as an interconnected community. Additionally, the digital citizen realizes that we simultaneously share technological and human experiences regardless of culture, status, or political religious beliefs. Watanabe Crockett, 2017. A good citizen is someone who actively contributes to the well-being of their community and the world. They understand that their action, values, and choices impact others and the environment. A global citizen goes beyond local responsibilities by recognizing the world as a shared space where all people deserve respect, justice, and opportunity. They show concern for the global issues such as climate change, poverty, and human rights, and they act with compassion and responsibility. On the other hand, a good digital citizen uses technology ethically and responsibly. They follow guidelines that promote respectful online behavior, avoid cyberbullying, protect their privacy, and think critically about the information they share and consume. A digital citizen understands that the virtual world requires the same level of responsibility as the real world. Combining these rules forms a global digital citizen, someone who uses technology to make a positive impact on a global scale. This person sees the world as interconnected and uses digital tools to connect, collaborate, and promote change. They value cultural diversity and aim to create a better world through both physical and digital actions. In today's world, being a global digital citizen is essential for creating a more compassionate, informed, and ethical global society. There are 5 tenets of global digital citizen. First, personal responsibility. Second, global citizen. Third, digital citizenship. Fourth, altruistic service. Fifth, Environmental stewardship. Global digital citizen. This citizen is conscientious, respectful, and compassionate, an individual who strives to establish a sense of global community in all their online and offline relationships, duties, and endeavors. The global digital citizen is defined by five unique tenets. We define the best assets of the global digital citizen using five tenets: personal responsibility, global citizenship, altruistic service, environmental stewardship, and digital citizenship. Revel 2017. These five tenets are the essence of what it means to be a great global digital citizen. The global digital citizen is someone who actively uses technology and global awareness to make the world a better place. The citizen is respectful, compassionate, and committed to both online and offline responsibilities. According to Rebel, the foundation of being a great global citizen lies in personal responsibility. Personal responsibility includes demonstrating how we manage ourselves in matters such as personal finance, ethical and moral boundaries, personal health and wellness, and relationship of every kind, both online or offline. For the students, this kind of responsibility means taking ownership of her or his learning, developing a sense of accountability for the lifelong learning in our students, prepare them for the workplace. These are where they must often think and act independently and take initiative on their own. Encouraging this in the classroom as early as possible can help students develop high-level critical thinking and problem-solving abilities to assist them in every aspect of their lives. It means being accountable for one's actions, words, and choices, especially in digital spaces. A responsible citizen avoids harmful behaviors like cyberbullying, plagiarism, and the spread of misinformation. Global citizenship. The global citizenship understands that technology has dissolved boundaries between all the world's people. We now communicate, collaborate, and celebrate across all levels of societies. We are all now we are now all global citizens. Our students must realize, among other things, that we aren't isolated from each other anymore. A deep understanding of this new global interconnectedness can encourage them to be aware of the issue, traditions, values, and cultures of the other citizens. This leads to cultivating understanding, acceptance, compassion, and humility. A global digital citizen understands that we are part of a worldwide community. They show respect for different cultures, beliefs, and perspectives, promoting peace, inclusion, and cooperation. Digital citizenship covers appropriate and exemplary behavior in our online environments. It's about working towards making our transparent digital world safe for ourselves and others, just like personal responsibility. This involves moving accountability for appropriate behavior to our students. We teach them how to govern their behavior, act in just and moral ways, and lead by good example in all online associations. In doing so, they foster independence within themselves and hopefully light the way for the other to do the same. It involves using technology ethically, safely, and responsibly. A digital citizen protects their own privacy, respects others' rights, and follows digital laws and norms. Altruistic service. Altruism is defined as having a selfless concern for the well-being of others. The global digital citizen acknowledges that they share this world with many different people. These ideals apply to the people we know, but also to those we don't know. This includes embracing the opportunity to exercise charity and goodwill for the benefit of others. The practice of altruistic service provides opportunities for our students to create meaningful connection to the real world. It gives them the chance to reach out to others and do things that can make a person's experiences better or easier in everyday life. This produces a sense of community and well-being for all. Environmental Environmental stewardship. This practice is all about common sense, values, and appreciation for the beauty and majesty that surrounds us every day. That facet of digi- this this facet of global digital citizenship reinforces the idea that we have one world that we all live on. It's vital that we respect it and take steps to ensure its beauty and longevity for all future generations. Watanabe Crockett, 2017. Here's an idea from Watanabe Crockett 2017. Personally, we face the daily possibility on online fraud, identity theft, and online bullying. We place our entire lives and their contents in the digital stratosphere willingly, and often without considering the consequences. The danger of the digital world are real. What is needed is people who will advocate and demonstrate that kind of self-governance that will keep us safe from harm both online and offline. Globally, even as technologically intertwined as we are, there's also a level of disconnection in our lives. We are more connected than ever and yet often less tuned into other than ever. Global digital citizens see the need for all human beings to be recognized, honored, and cherished for present and future generations. They also see the need for harmony and connection in a world transforming as rapidly as ours. Digitally, our internet is expanding, growing rapidly, which is a good thing. Online information is expanding at a strategic rate. Online privacy still exists, and the global digital citizen sees an enormous need to help us navigate them safely and securely. A global mindset helps common sense go a long way in this regard. Altruistically, we have more means to help others using technology, crowdfunding, and crowdsourcing. Help us give back to local and global communities. Social media can become a support network for those of us who are physical, mental, and emotional need. The global digital citizen can lead the way. Environmentally, we continue to face growing threats such as climate change, resource depletion, industrial pollution, digital pollution, and more. Global digital citizen seeks to combat the biggest challenges to our environmental health. They foster solutions that work to the benefit of the entire planet. Digital access, full electronic participation in society, digital commerce, electronic buying and selling of goods, digital communication, electronic exchange of information, digital literacy, teaching and learning about technology and its use, digital law, electronic responsibility for action and deeds, digital rights and responsibility, those freedoms extended to everyone in a digital world. Digital health and wellness, physical and psychological well-being in a digital world. Digital security, electronic precaution to guarantee safety. Digital etiquette, electronic standards of conduct or procedures. Elements of digital citizen. Digital citizen is now a component of digital citizen and is in fact one of the facets of global digital citizen. Under digital citizen, there are 9 elements: digital access, digital commerce, digital communication, digital literacy, digital etiquette, digital law, digital rights and responsibilities, digital health and wellness, and digital securities. Digital access, equal digits rights and electronic access is the starting point of digital citizen. Digital access is supposed to be available to all in the same manner that education is made sure by the Philippine government. to be available to all citizens. Currently, on this matter, the Republic Act 10929 was signed on July 15, 2016, requiring all public places in the country to have free internet access. Public places in this act covers national and local government office, public basic education institutions, state universities and colleges, and the technology institutions, public parks and barangay reading centers, public airports and seaports, and public transport terminals. Despite this law, however, many are still deprived of internet access and therefore deprived of some resources. To become productive citizens, we need to provide and expand access to technology, and we need to committed that no one is denied digital access. Digital commerce. Technology users needs to understand that a large share of market is being done electronically. Nowadays, people shop through different websites and even though online transactions for banking. Many other online transactions are occurring, including the illegal downloading, pornography, and other. Thus, a safe and secure online shopping and other commercial transactions have to be done. With this, an E-Commerce Act or RA 8792 was signed in July 2000. This act aims to facilitate domestic and international dealings, transactions, arrangements, agreements, contracts, and exchanges, and storage of information through the utilization of electronic, optical, and similar medium, mode, instrumentally, and technology to recognize the authenticity and reliable of electronic documents relatively to such as activities and to promote the universal use of electronic transaction in the government and general public. Digital communication. It is another element of digital citizenship that we seem to be embracing wholeheartedly. Digital communication is the electronic exchange of communication which includes emailing, texting, instant messaging utilizing cell phones, etc. As digital communication continues to grow, it is important that we do not forget how to communicate face to face. We have to utilize digital channels of communication to enhance our ability to communicate, but do not allow it to replace our ability to communicate. Digital literacy. As digital citizen, it is our responsibility to develop and continually enhance our technological knowledge. We should support and encourage the acquisition of technological knowledge by others. We should model the positive and proactive use of technology for good causes, personal and professional growth, and education. Digital etiquette. This refers to the electronic standards of conduct or procedures. This is often seen as one of the most pressing problems when dealing with digital citizenship. Imagine a teenager who spreads hate speech about a classmate online, or one who browses Facebook while attending mass. Browsing social media sites have become so addictive that young people tend to lose distinction between what is appropriate and what is not. It begins with rules. It is not enough, however, to create rules and policies. Everyone must be taught to become responsible digital citizens. Digital law. Digital law refers to electronic responsibility for action and deeds. The digital world is so huge that there should be order, discipline, and ethical use. Plagiarism, copyright infringement, hacking of information, identity thief are crimes that are commonly violated by online users. As digital citizens, we must be aware of these illegal behaviors so that we can avoid them and report those who illegally engage in them. Digital rights and responsibilities. For every right, there is a corresponding duty, and for every privilege, there is a corresponding responsibility. The privilege of digital access come along with responsibility, just as the Philippines Constitution protects us with rights of being Filipino citizen, such as right to privacy. We also have the responsibility to be cautious in our online activities, such as posting our photos and videos online. Digital health and wellness. Our physical and psychological well-being in a digital technology world should be a priority. Many illnesses have become associated with technology use, such as carpal tunnel syndrome, eye strain, and childhood obesity, as an effect of children's prolonged sitting in front of the computer screen. Technology has also posed an inherent danger of addiction and threat from online predators. Thus, children and adults alike must learn how to protect themselves as digital citizens through education and training. Digital security, how to keep oneself secure in any community, is a major concern. If we keep our homes safe with gates and locks, we also need to protect the information that we provide online with privacy setting and strong password. We also need to have virus protection and backups of our data. As responsible digital citizen, we must know how to keep our data, our money, and our identity from all hazard in digital world. Digital citizenship is very similar to our citizenship in our immediate community. There are social, ethical, and legal issues involved in our day-to-day dealings with people and the surroundings. It is not just about recognizing and dealing with one hazards. It is about building safe places and communities, understanding how to manage personal information, and about being savvy, using online presence to grow and share our world in a safe, creative way, inspiring others to do the same. Blackboard 2018. As a global digital citizen, we need to become conscientious and compassionate. We should strive to establish a sense of global community in all our online and offline relationships, duties, and endeavors. Global Digital Citizen Foundation.